Hey, welcome to my channel. My name is Paula and today I want to share with you my luxury wish list for 2025. I tend to make these luxury wish list videos, even though I obviously am not planning on buying everything, and this is not really like a shopping list for me. It's more related to luxury pieces that I am more or less more interested in 2025, more curious to look into and see if there would be something that I would actually want to buy for myself. The idea is not to just like have a list and empty it. Of course, that would be very lucky if that would happen, but I'm not really expecting it to be that way. So don't take this as that type of wish list. It's more like I want to dream together with you, right? I am pleased to say that the list is actually not that long. Well, it's great that the list is not that long at this stage of the year. The thing is that I tend to find stuff that I'm interested in at later stage of the year, and then of course they are not from the wish list, but they might be something that I've been interested in for a long time, or then just something that has really caught my attention that I could not resist. And that's life. But let's not let that bother ourselves. We can just kind of enjoy these wish list pieces, and then let's see what I end up actually getting this year. I do understand that there are people who don't want to make wish list videos or wish list in general, because it can feel that it's kind of guiding you to buy these things, and I'm doing my best not to let my mind go into that space of it actually just kind of trying to buy those items. So that's just, I understand the other side as well, but I do fairly enjoy watching these videos myself. So here we are. The first thing on the list, these are not in any order, by the way. So the first thing is a Toile de Juillet scarf from Dior. There are actually a few suggestions or a few alternatives when it comes to this scarf, and I don't know how this is kind of fitting into my brain, but for some reason I'm interested in this rose de vin, how that is pronounced, color, which is this kind of blushy nude pinky type of color, maybe a bit close to this shirt, but this is more like not really pink, but that type of like Dior's light pink, I guess. And it's kind of odd. I'm usually not drawn to that colorway, so I think I definitely need to explore this a bit more. These type of scarves do also come in like navy or dark gray or that colorway, but I feel like I have quite many scarves in the kind of darker color palette, and I'm more drawn to this kind of lighter color palette. So we will see where we end up with this one, but I'm one of those people who is kind of obsessed with this Toile de Juillet print. I have thought so many times if I would just buy these type of like tea cups or tea sets from Dior to have that print, but I'm also very cautious that I don't want to have like one type of mug from many different places. I want them to match, and I'm not buying a whole like set from Dior. So that's why I've like stayed away from that. But I can't really resist anymore, and I'm really drawn to these scarves. So let's see if any of them, which one of them, and so on. But I've also done some research, and this is nothing to do with luxury, but Zara Home has some bed linen with this print. And I don't know why I'm hesitating. The price is not that bad for Zara Home, but that's also like one way that I could incorporate that print into my life. And I feel like 2025 is the year when Toile de Juillet is gonna enter my life. If we are thinking about bags, I've clearly went from looking at multiple different ones with a maybe lesser price point to looking at only a few with a bigger price tag. I'm not really happy of this development direction, but this is kind of where we are. The year when Bottega Veneta Jodie bag will enter my life, I think it is 25. This is crazy. I went back and forth with this bag. I've made the decision of not taking it or not buying it. It's trendy, it's blah, blah, whatever. Then drooling and trying to decide which size and what details and blah, blah. And then going back again, like, no, it's too expensive, price increases, whatnot. I'm now in a stage that I probably need to introduce this to my life or then just like completely let go. I think the teen size, kind of going back and forth, I think the teen size is the best one for me. The mini is just too small, and I've understood that it's also quite annoying with the zipper and all. And the teen size would maybe fit my portions a bit better, and it has the kind of nice slouch into it because it is a bit bigger. The thing is, I would want to buy this pre-owned. For sure, I would want to buy this pre-owned. Then there is the hesitation of how much is this duped. I think it's... I'm not an expert with Bottega Veneta and trying to authenticate stuff, but for this it definitely would be difficult because it doesn't really have hardware, it doesn't really have any logos. It would just be about the leather quality, craftsmanship and all of that, and that kind of scares me a bit to buy pre-owned when I'm not entirely certain. There are certain more like trustworthy pre-owned boutiques, but of course the price level on those for this is so close to the new one that it just doesn't make sense for me to go that way. So if I find a good a good one for this is definitely on my list. I am super curious. I would not want to pay full price for this. We'll see where we end up, but this is on my list and like strongly on my list. So maybe this is the year when I'm either gonna buy it or then just like forget about it, because now I'm actually gonna do some proper actions to get acquainted and understand more and test and so on. So Bottega Veneta Teen Jodie, you're on my list. Second bags we'll see are from Chanel. I have an illness now, some kind of non-healthy obsession for pre-owned Chanel bags, vintage as well. I'm not that keen on new from the boutique. I think the only one that I've bought new from the boutique, this one over here, was so expensive that I couldn't really swallow any more of those price points. So I would definitely be interested in pre-owned in this, but I don't have a specific bag model in mind. I'm still kind of thinking about a white with silver hardware. It could be a wallet on chain, it could be something smaller, but it has to be a crossbody. I can't handle classic flaps with my body frame, it's not possible to have crossbody, so that's a no. But like something else that I can wear crossbody, white with silver would be preference. But I have to say I'm also open for other type of pre-owned vintage Chanel bags because why not? Oh, I'm kind of mad at myself for allowing me to slip into the world of Chanel, because there was such a long time period when I was like, it's not for me. The aesthetics is not for me. And then suddenly it was, and here we are. So that's one problem that I have on my wish list, that it's not only one bag. I would be open for more, but it truly has to kind of resonate with the whole package. So it's not only like a good deal, it has to actually be functional for me, and I have to like what it looks like and be able to wear it and so on. But I think that's it. So the second bags would be from Chanel. And you know what? Those are the only luxury bags I have on my wish list at this point of the year. I do have some contemporary brands that I am interested this year. Dragon Infusion, I think that's the name of the brand. It has this kind of woven bags. I've been looking at those bags from my local department store here, and I'm fairly interested. I think something for the summer would be super cute, and they are not crazy expensive yet. So this is something I am definitely kind of curious about. And then because I am me, Polène is on the list, and let's see if some of the things that I'm looking at will ever come back to stock, so I can actually consider if I want to order or not. But there are a few things I've been looking at, for instance, this Nod bag, which I've mentioned also previously on my videos. And you know what? That's pretty much it from the kind of concrete item perspective, which is just nuts, right? I'm very happy with myself that I don't have like 30 pieces on the list, because that's not really realistic. But that's kind of where we are now, and I won't really lie to anyone and say that, oh, there are so few, this is doable. There are some pieces that are crazy expensive, so let's see where we end up with this. But there are, of course, other luxurious things that I want to do during 25, or luxurious things. They are luxury for me, not necessarily for everyone else. There are some travels planned up that will eat up some money, because I'm at the point of my life and career that I'm ready to pay for having a bit more comfort and such. So good food, good hotels, and so on. It's something that I am ready to put some money into. So it's luxury for me, for sure. And then I don't know if this is the year when we are maybe going to move or not, but that usually takes up some money. That's just on a very, very early planning stage, and nothing has been decided, but it's possible that we're gonna do something about our living apartment. So I think those will also be taking some money out of my bank account that is more for like free spending type of thingies. But at the same time, there is also already quite many things, and I have to say I'm fairly lucky that I'm even in a position where I can dream of maybe buying at least one of these items on the list. So so that's also something that I'm not really, I recognize that from myself. Do you have something super high on your wish list for 2025 that you are definitely craving and planning on saving up to or buying? I would be so curious to know, and continue the conversation down in the comments below. Thank you for watching, and see you in my next video. Bye.